Iorana and welcome to Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport. I'm here in Terminal 2B today because I'm travelling to Los Angeles. Now, unlike last time where I flew with Air France in business class, I'm flying with Air Tahiti Nui, this Pacific Island airline that's award-winning for its explosive colour and design palette. Let's go and experience what it has to offer.
So, welcome to Paris. It's not my favourite airport to navigate, but 2B is one of the smaller terminals, making it easy to get through once you find your way there. While Air Tahiti Nui says they operate from 2B, the closest door to the check-in area is actually at 2D. Inside, the check-in is quite spacious, and there was hardly any queue at all. And within minutes, after a grilling from airport security, we were checked in with boarding pass in hand. Sadly, the check-in staff weren't the most friendly, but they were at least efficient, instructing us to make our way through security. Now, no one really tells you, but the number 1 lanes are there for first and business class passengers. So if you travel through CDG in one of these cabins, be sure to make use of the fast track, as it can save countless minutes. Just 15 minutes after entering the airport, we were in the lounge, a third-party lounge run by the airport itself under the Extime brand. Situated on an upper level, the lounge was fairly spacious, which is good considering how busy it was. The design is of a contemporary France, with lovely design touches and nice zoning, making it possible to find a quiet nook to relax before a flight. The lounge also had sweeping windows on one end that gave us our first glimpse of the blue and aquamarine bird that was taking us to the west coast. The lounge featured a range of continental and hot dishes, as well as kosher prepared meals for passengers no doubt taking the LL flight at a similar time. It also wouldn't be a Parisian lounge without the never-ending popping of corks and champagne on offer. After a light breakfast, we made our way to the gate, which was behind passport control, which again offered number 1 premium lines to expedite the process. At the gate, we arrived just in time for boarding. Heading down the air bridge, we were greeted by the crew, who handed out tiara flowers to every boarding guest. The first impressions of the cabin were certainly colourful, with economy and premium economy getting bright, vibrant cushions, while the business class cabin offered a more subdued blue-tone cabin aesthetic. Air Tahiti Nui's cabin is arranged across 5 rows of 2x2x2 seating, which is perfect for what is mainly seen as a leisure and honeymoon destination. Row 4, however, sadly misses a window, meaning that it's less appealing than the rest of the seats. The seats at the front of the cabin benefit from slightly larger footwells as well, making them one of the better seat pairs to choose. As well as colourful bulkhead designs, the seats were dressed with ornate cushion designs, and the smell of gardenia flowers flooded the cabin as more passengers entered. As I settled into my seat, I took a look around. There are seat controls in the middle, along with a center console for drinks and snacks. The seats offered small open storage areas both next to the seat and under the TV monitors. There's no getting around it. The footwells are quite small, but the folding dining tables are more than adequate, and there is power and USB sockets at every seat. The most striking elements are the cushions, which have beautiful Pacific designs on them, and dual-sided blankets, which certainly kept us warm. The amenity kits were stunning too, with embossed design and substantial contents, including lens wipes and mouthwash. The inside of the amenity kits was a really nice touch too. The headphones were active noise cancelling, however, 2 of the headsets we tried weren't working. Third time was the charm, but a nice touch is the ability to pair your phone with a screen to make it a controller. For those that didn't pair their phone, there was a bright and handy colourful second screen controller in the seat, which allowed you to scroll through the selection of movies, which was limited but enough for a long-haul flight. At the seat was a bottle of water, but during boarding, champagne was offered as well. On time, we were pushing back, and the safety video was played, which was humorous and not too laboured. After takeoff, service began pretty quickly, starting with menus which were handed out, followed by a scented hot towel. Although we were in the last row with just 30 business class passengers, service was quick and incredibly friendly. The tables were laid with linen and we were served our amuse-bouche with another glass of champagne. "20 minutes later, our starters were presented and had a similar presentation to that found on competitor Air France. It's a refined, elegant affair, and the tastes were great. Air Tahiti's food is certainly at a good level. Pairing our main courses with a rosé, we were served a chicken dish, which was brought to life by the sauce. The salmon dish was well presented and rich in fish flavours. After the main course, dessert was served, and this is perhaps one of the most stunning desserts I've had in the skies. After the food course, I headed to the restrooms, which featured fresh flowers, fun and floral wall patterns, and a floor-to-ceiling mirror. After the lunch, most of the guests dimmed their windows and it was time to recline the seat into a fully flat bed. Now, as I mentioned, it's a little tight around the feet and we wish the carrier would invest in new seats like fellow Pacific carrier Hawaiian Airlines has. With new seats, this would become a very competitive product. Throughout the flight, the front galley offers snacks and drinks, although the crew are attentive, coming through the galley many times to make sure everyone was fed and watered. Halfway through the flight, sandwiches were offered, along with a choice of salty and sweet snacks. This was then followed by the pre-landing meal, served approximately 2 hours before landing, which started with another hot towel, linen tablecloth, and drink service from the cart. The second meal, a deconstructed vol au vent, was a little soggy, but the flavours were good and fresh and perfect in quantity to keep us going through till the evening meal later that night in Los Angeles. As we started our descent, I was left reflecting on our experience, which was everything we thought it was going to be. There's a good reason Air Tahiti Nui shows off our award logo on their IFE. This leading design airline in the Pacific has great food which is presented well, a range of intricate and thoughtfully designed amenities, as well as the cabins that feature ornate floral designs, as does their uniform. From the moment you are handed the TR flower to the moment you leave the aircraft, you are bathed in small design details. Now, is this a leading airline that's going to make waves? Well, not just yet, but there is great potential here. And just like the TR flower, when it fully blossoms, it's going to be a very magical experience indeed. Thank you for following this trip report. Please let us know in the comments if you've flown with the carrier before and if you would choose Air Tahiti Nui over Air France given the opportunity. If you haven't done already, please do like and subscribe. And in the meantime, safe flying.